The village of Acheron was a place untouched by haste. Nestled among rolling hills, it slumbered beneath a sky filled with slow-moving clouds. Life in Acheron moved at the pace of the seasons, each one a story whispered by the wind. In the heart of this village lived a clockmaker. His name was Elias, and his world was one of gears, springs, and the rhythmic pulse of time. He lived alone, his heart heavy with memories. His small shop, filled with the comforting aroma of oiled wood and polished brass, was his sanctuary. Elias was a craftsman of time, yet he was bound by it. Each tick of the clock was a reminder of the years that had passed, of moments lost and joys faded. He poured his grief and his solitude into his work, finding solace in the intricate dance of each tiny part. One evening, as the sun cast long shadows across Acheron, a stranger arrived. He carried himself with an air of quiet mystery, his face etched with the passage of time. In his hands he held a small velvet pouch. He brought it to Elias, his eyes filled with an unspoken plea. Inside the pouch lay a pocket watch, its silver casing dulled with age. It was a thing of beauty, its intricate engravings hinting at a rich history. But as Elias held it in his hand, he felt a chill run down his spine. The watch was silent, no gentle tick, no reassuring rhythm of life. It was a heart that had stopped beating. Elias, intrigued and a little unnerved, accepted the challenge. The stranger left as quietly as he had come, leaving Elias alone with the silent timepiece and a growing sense of unease. As Elias began to dismantle the watch, he noticed the strange inscriptions on its inner workings. They were not markings he recognized, not language he could decipher. It was as if the watch whispered in a tongue forgotten by time itself. Strangely, as he worked, time itself seemed to bend around him. Moments stretched and contracted, shadows lengthened at odd angles, and the rhythm of the village seemed to falter. The scent of rain on dry earth filled the air, even though the sky remained clear. It was subtle at first, these temporal anomalies, but they grew stronger with each passing day. Section 4. Echoes of laughter, whispers of tears. One evening, as Elias struggled with a particularly stubborn gear, a wave of dizziness washed over him. The air shimmered, and for a fleeting moment he saw her, Celia. Her laughter echoed in his ears, a melody lost to time. They were young, their faces lit by the warmth of their love. Then, just as quickly, the vision faded, leaving behind the bitter ache of loss. Time, it seemed, was playing tricks on him, pulling fragments of memories from the depths of his heart. He saw moments of shared joy, the warmth of her hand in his, heard the echo of her voice as she read to him by the fire. But there were other memories too, whispers of arguments, the sting of harsh words, and the overwhelming grief of her absence. The watch was a window into his own past, forcing him to confront the ghosts he had kept locked away for so long. Section 5. The Watchmaker's Heart. Days turned into weeks, and still the watch remained silent. Elias, exhausted but resolute, continued his work, driven by a force he couldn't quite name. With each passing moment, he felt a shift within himself. The sharp edges of his grief were softening, replaced by a bittersweet ache, a melancholic acceptance of his loss. He realized that time, like the watch, could not be forced. It flowed at its own pace, carrying with it both joy and sorrow. He had spent years resisting the current, trapped in the eddy of his grief. But now he felt himself surrendering to its flow, allowing the memories to wash over him without drowning him. Section 6. Life's steady rhythm. The watch never did tick again. It remained a beautiful enigma, a symbol of time's enigmatic nature. But somehow its silence was no longer a source of unease for Elias. It was a reminder that some things are not meant to be fixed, only accepted. He emerged from his shop, his heart lighter than it had been in years. He started to notice the world around him again, the laughter of children playing in the streets, the comforting rhythm of the blacksmith's hammer, the changing colors of the leaves as summer surrendered to autumn. Life in Acheron continued, its steady rhythm a solace to his soul. He was no longer a man apart, lost in his memories. He was Elias, the clockmaker, a part of the fabric of this quiet village, his heart beating in time with the world